All right, guys, let's talk about UFC on ESPN +9, featuring Cowboy Cerrone against Iaquinta in the main event. They're out in Ottawa, Canada. Canada's capital over there. So good on them. That's a solid main event. Some highly experienced lightweights here. You got the Iaquinta's the favorite. I was going to say the veteran, but I guess Cowboy's more of a veteran than Iaquinta. Iaquinta's about -127, 140, 139. So let's just call it about 130, 135-ish. Cerrone comes back as the underdog, +110, +113, +106, somewhere in that range. Razor tight fight here. All right, what do you got, Dan Tom?
It is a razor tight fight. It's a really tough one, you know. I came in leaning toward Cowboy. It's just something I see, like anytime like a guy's like about 5'9" or lower, it seems like when they're facing Cowboy, they can't help but run into those check knees, man. He's so good at those. He's been hitting them since back in the day when he fought Jim Miller, to recently against Alexander Hernandez when he was turning back the young lion. We kind of saw that. Now Iaquinta, I always thought he was 5'9", but he's been listed at 5'10" for some time. I think maybe I thought that because he really fights from a more boxing centric, a more kind of a crouch stance. He changes his levels a lot, and we've also seen him subsequently hit by knees, going back from fighting Ryan Couture to even more recent bouts. But that being said, Al has a really good beat on distance, and that's going to be the key here, because if he starts eating those knees early, guys, I feel like if you have an Iaquinta ticket, you might want to start ripping it up. That being said, I actually like Al here. You know, when I look at, again, his distancing, the way he manages that range, it's very nice. He also goes to the body by a lot more than I realized. Whether it's body punches, side kicks, body kicks, he'll shift his stance, he'll shuffle step. I mean, Al has got a lot of tools. He's really kind of won me over. I picked against him maybe the last fight or two against Kevin Lee, Khabib Nurmagomedov. I mean, those guys are obviously no slouch. One of them is a champion. But it was more Al's time off. He was doing real estate. At a certain time, although that relationship has been mended, he was battling with UFC brass. I wasn't sure where Al's at. Al seems really focused that he wants this title run here. And so does Cerrone, too. Cerrone almost feels like it's his last run. But even though he did really well in his last fight and returning to lightweight, I still don't know how I feel about Cerrone going back down to lightweight, guys. It looked like that cut was having real trouble. I don't know if it's going to rear its head when it gets to later rounds, which it didn't get to in the last time, whereas Iaquinta doesn't cut a lot of weight, and he's been recently tested going those full 5 rounds. I'm going to take Iaquinta in a really close dogfight, guys. I see this going all the way. Both guys are durable, but again, if Cerrone gets off those check knees, watch out.
Man, you took about 90% of what I was going to say.
Sorry about that.
Because I also had my doubts for Iaquinta, and it almost seems like that time off didn't hurt him as bad, because while he was away, which he was away on a win streak, you would think, what, did he miss out on a title run or whatever? But I don't know if he would have been ready, because he's so much better now, right? Especially, like you said, the spacing. I've also gone against him, and he's proved me wrong. And I know most recently Kevin Lee was one of them. His striking's gotten better. His mindset is, I think he's got a really high fight IQ as well.
Yeah.
And he's competitive. He's very competitive, but yet I think also is grounded. So he'll shoot you straight and tell you about his losses and why he lost. And, you know, he'll want to get them back. And you can tell, like I said, he's a fiery individual. But man, that guy really, really grown on me. As far as Cerrone goes, look, he proved a lot in his last fight, but Iaquinta's got a lot more experience. You know what I mean? I think Cerrone, you know, his wrestling's underrated. His jiu-jitsu is really nice. His striking's amazing. He's a little chinny, but he recovers. Dude's a beast, man. No way around it. This is really a solid fight, but I'm going to give that slight edge to Al Iaquinta, because I just feel like of the two, he's the least likely to be broken. I think this is going to go further into the fight. I don't think it'll be decided quickly. I think both of them have a lot of respect for each other, so I think it'll be a lot of chess playing here. So I'm going to go with Al Iaquinta.
If he said 90%, you said 98%. So the only thing I'm going to add is I think Al Iaquinta is closing on Saturday. And when you look at it, guys like Darren Till, Robbie Lawler, Jorge Masvidal, they gave Cowboy problems. And I think they gave Cowboy problems because they don't take very much damage and they never stop coming forward. They always have that pressure.
Yes.
And then I look at Al Iaquinta, and he's that guy.
Yeah.
You know, he can take a few to give his own. And I think he's going to do that. And I think he's going to win on Saturday night.
There you have it. There's our breakdown of UFC on ESPN Plus 9, including Iaquinta featuring Iaquinta versus Donald Cerrone. Tune in and check it out on Saturday, and keep it locked on MMA Junkie throughout the week.